Well, we've been telling you about violence surging in America's largest cities. The homicide rate up nearly 25% in 50 of our largest cities, Steve.
That is shocking, Ainsley. And our next guest warns Joe Biden is not addressing the problem, accusing him of, quote, pandering to the anti-police radicals.
All right, here to explain, former acting U.S. Attorney General and author of Above the Law, Matt Whitaker. Yeah, Matt, that's your book about your time in the White House. You try to create some law and order leading up to the release of the Mueller report. So let me ask you, when you see the unrest in Chicago, Portland, Seattle, and New York, what do you expect Joe Biden to do if he was a law and order leader?
Well, Brian, it's good to be with you this morning. And what I see is the left, including Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, are unwilling to really say anything positive about law enforcement, to support the men and women in blue. And this surge that we've seen in murders and crime in our major cities is going to have to be addressed with more law enforcement, not less. And I see this campaign really as a defining moment in American history. Do you want to continue what we had done in the first 2-3 years of this administration, lowering the crime rate, including violent crimes and murders, or do you want to see a continued surge like we're seeing in Minneapolis and in Chicago and other places? And it's really it's a stark contrast.
So, Matt, I'm sure this is a concern when you hear Joe Biden's stance and Kamala Harris' stance on defunding or redirecting or supporting police, because they've given different messages. After George Floyd died, we heard defund, and then Joe Biden was asked about it. He said, let's redirect money from the police departments. Then just last week, he's saying, now I want to give police more money to help with this god-awful problem that they're dealing with. But then Kamala Harris, she praised LA's mayor for slashing the LAPD's budget by $150 million. So what are the Democrats going to do? Who do we believe?
Yeah, Ainsley, I think you have to watch their actions and what their friends are doing in these places like California and where they control. And that is that they are having the police retreat. They are taking money away. This is a time where we need more law enforcement, better training for law enforcement, and we need to invest in our communities so that every child can play safely in their front yard. And right now we see too much pandering to the radical left, to the violent extremists that are really torturing and tormenting many of our major cities. And so I would expect that this ticket for the Democrats would take money away from the police and make us less safe.
I don't get that, Matthew, because she has referred to herself as California's top cop. She was the Attorney General of the Golden State. And yet now, you know, given the national narrative about what's going on in some of the nation's biggest cities that, as the president has pointed out, are run by Democrats, do you think she might redirect Joe Biden in another direction, or is she all in with him?
Yeah, it's very interesting how it appears that Senator Harris, kind of on the issue of supporting law enforcement, has her finger in the wind. In 2010, she wrote a book where she suggested that actually we needed more police to keep our communities safe and protect our liberties. And now in 2020, she's praising, for example, when Los Angeles reprogrammed or cut the police budget by millions of dollars. And so I think this is one of the things that is really the American people are going to have to seriously consider. Is, do Democrats really support less police and less public safety, unlike President Trump, who continues to send federal law enforcement where needed to support and buttress these local police who are completely under attack and are being attacked not only physically but also through the allies in the press.
And the AGs in Portland, AGs in Seattle and Chicago not doing anything. In terms of Portland, there was 550 cases handed over by law enforcement to the DA. 140 were felonies. Only 45 are being played through. The rest, you're free and clear to attack a cop and destroy government property and wreck the place. Unbelievable. It's very easy to stand up against this type of anarchy, but they're not. Yesterday, if you went to Antifa.com, it went to a Joe Biden website to support them. And we know that Black Lives Matter, same thing. It goes to a super PAC for Democrats. Make your choice. Matt Whitaker, thanks so much.
Thank you.